I love when I'm having a conversation with a guy and I'm like, where is he looking? Like his eyes aren't like looking into my eyes and they're just like pointed down there. He's like,
when a woman wounds a good man, she has to understand that he's no longer going to show up the same. Once he puts his time, energy, and trust into someone and they break it, he may still love them, but the pain will have changed him into a person who no longer trusts or cares as much as he used to.
Is chivalry outdated or still sexy?
Still sexy to every woman. I mean, even the most feminist of feminist town, they want a man who is chivalrous and who will want to, you know, who likes paying for dinners and leading and opening doors. They still want that.
If I'm getting pulled over on the side of the road, right, and he doesn't know how...
I can call somebody. I'm paying for it. Don't worry about my bread. I'm not getting my clothes dirty. I'm going to pay somebody.
That's you.
That doesn't make me less of a man because I'm going to throw my hands when a nigga try to touch you. You compare my manhood to a tire? I'm not traditional, but y'all want a man to milk the cow and out here.
A lot of these modern women are thinking that men are going to wait forever. They're putting in the man in the friend zone, thinking that he's just going to be there waiting, and that's not the case.
I get why the women might be struggling, because there's actually things we got to afford. What are you doing?
How ignorant can one person be, bro? To her point, we don't have to buy menstrual products and we're not held to the same beauty standard that would cause us to buy makeup and a whole bunch of other things that girls buy. They think we're just some sort of different species that just doesn't have to buy and can be broke. What the fuck, man?
Men complain that they're in a relationship, that the girl kind of checks out and that it becomes boring or she doesn't want to have with him or whatever.
Right.
And I think this is a really good lesson in understanding that it actually might be you. She's not, it's not that she's not interested in sex.
Right.
It's just that the environment that you're both creating or whatever, she doesn't want to. It's not that she doesn't want to have sex. It's just not in this. You've got to understand as a man that you've also got help in that environment, in creating that environment. And the fact that she's going out and meeting people and having a sexy old time shows you that she did want it.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
First, intimacy. Something about intimacy, they feel appreciated the moment they get it. I don't know what it is about men, but working with so many men throughout the years, what I realized is you can say nice things, you can do nice things, but if you're not intimate with them, they live with a sense of resentment towards their woman. It's just how they're designed. And I wish we could give them a feel and change it, but it's just not how they're designed. So the better thing to do is, instead of ignore that really, really fundamental rule that they need in order to feel appreciated, is understand that even if it's inconvenient, even when there's kids, even if it's this, just know that you can not give it to them, but if you don't, they're going to be bitter. They're not going to be the best versions of themselves. It's just biochemical for them.
A lot of these modern women are not fit for relationships. They're not fit to be married. They're not fit to be wives. No matter what they tell you, you can just observe what they're doing and you'll know.
Stupid. They be like, they want a rich man. Rich men don't. Ain't no rich dude sitting around like, I wonder what Keisha with them 3 kids is up to. I feel like changing a life today. It don't happen. It's unreal. You know what? And women try to guilt us in. Talking about, like, when they have kids, 2 kids, 3 kids, or however many kids they have. Which is not a problem. It's not a problem, but you can't guilt a man talking about he ain't no man if he can't take care of you and your kids. I mean, what? Where they dad at? Why is that a big problem when you ask where they dad at? Right.
Modern men have no courage. Courage is something men used to pride themselves in. It was lumped into chivalry, part of being a man. But now you don't even have the courage to go talk to a girl. None of you are approaching women. None of you seem confident. And coming from a girl, I swear to you, all it takes is a little bit of courage to stand out. Yes, the gym is going to help. Yes, fashion is going to help. Yes, you need to be a good man. But none of that is going to matter if you're not willing to put yourself out there. Are you going to fail on many approaches? Absolutely. But who cares? I know it hurts, but what else are you going to do? Continue to watch dating content that you never put to use? You have so much more control over your own destiny here. I'm too short, I'm too poor, modern women aren't worth it, feminism ruined everything, are just a bunch of lame cop-out excuses.
A lot of these modern women are talking about wanting to meet a man in the wild. Well, you have to have a meet a man in the wild face. You have to have a meet a man in the wild attitude. And a lot of y'all are unpleasant and you're ugly.
It's amazing. It really, really, really is. And I pray every female understands this joy of being a submissive girl. Currently, I'm in my grown woman closet era. I have thrown away everything in my closet because if I'm going to be a wife, I want to dress like a wife. In the past 4 years, I've been piling up and hoarding gym clothes, and I'm tired of it. It has to go. So I'm in my grown woman closet era, grown women attire era, and I've even flown my mom 4 times to help me get rid of everything. And it's not just the clothes, it's my house. Like everything in my house is just gone. Like I've sold everything. When I become a wife, I don't want to bring anything from my old apartment or anything like that. I just want to start fresh, and that's what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm so excited for it. And yeah.
A lot of these modern women don't really know what a real man is, and they go off speaking about a real man, and then when he stops doing the things that an actual masculine man does, then you're confused. Oh, maybe that was important. I know, stupid. It was.
I'm trying my hardest to not say anything disrespectful to you, so I'm politely asking you to please give me some space, all right?
No, because I want to fix it.
You can't fix it.
You're not letting me.
Because you're too late, Zoe. The one time that I needed you, the one time. Where were you at? Right. But if you need something, you expect me to drop everything and be there, no questions asked. Because that's how this relationship works. You need some advice about something, I give it to you. You need some support during a crisis, you got it. You need somebody to kiss to get over your ex, I'm your man, right? Right? You said it yourself. I'm always there for you.
I know. And I'm sorry.
And don't be. Please don't be. I'm actually, honestly not even mad at you. I'm mad at myself to think that you would actually come through for me.
What have you noticed about men today and why it's hard for females to find masculine men?
I think what it is men lack traditional masculinity. Men lack direction. They lack ambition. They've almost given up on themselves, and as a byproduct, they've given up on the world. What's the point in me going to the gym? Because women want this, this, and this. They've been brainwashed, I think, by social media, by just toxicity online, that they have no ambition left. They can't be bothered going to the gym. They can't be bothered making money. They can't be bothered looking after their finances or their lifestyle or their clothing sense, whatever it is, because they look at it and think, well, what's the point? Because women only want a guy that's 6'5" and this, that, and the other. And I just don't think that's the truth. I think women just want a man that's ambitious, a man that has potential, a man that can clearly show that he can look after them, provide with security and safety, and maybe a bit of humor every now and then, a bit of fun, a bit of life in them. I think that's what they lack. They just lack that life. They're so dull. They're like a dim light.
Getting called a creep for being polite, for showing interest in the polite way is crazy work. It's crazy work. And y'all gonna be asking, how come I can't get a man to look at me, come up to me, and all that other nonsense? Maybe some self-reflection here would be great.
Being with the wrong woman will affect your parenting. If you have kids with a troublemaker, a nut job, it's going to cause you problems for decades. But you didn't realize that when you were inserting A into B, did you? Oh, and then you decided to marry it. The woman you marry is never the one that you divorce, ever. Divorce brings the worst out of people. The woman that loved you and bore your children is now your biggest enemy when you go to court. That being said, a man's value is in his future, not his past, whereas a woman's value is in her past, not her future. Did you ever buy a used car? You pay for the damage that other people did on that car. No woman in the world is ever going to tell you the truth about her past, ever. She's always going to misrepresent it 100% of the time. Underneath the glossy exterior, underneath the beauty, underneath what you think is sexy, is nothing but problems and future heartache.
A lot of men see that they're really honestly and truly the only ones trying in the relationship. I mean, you might put forth a little bit of effort here and there, but you're not really doing a whole bunch. So a man is like, if you're not going to put but 30% in, and I got to do the 70% and be happy doing 70% of the work for the rest of my life? Is that a deal?
Excuse me, guys. Hey, I have a question for you, if you don't mind answering. Do you think guys should approach girls in person? Sometimes? How about right now? Nice to meet you. My name's how do you think that they should do it? Like, what's a good opener? Are you taken?
No.
Oh, okay. You're so shy. Am I scary? Are you really?
Yeah.
Me too. Do you have like a emotional support animal?
No.
Oh, I have a bunch of stuffed animals at home. They do the job. I just didn't bring them out with me today. Pleasure to meet you. Are you from around here? Right on. Okay. Do you like coffee? What do you like?
Bubble tea.
Bubble tea. Okay, perfect. We should grab a bubble tea sometime. Here. Do your thing. How long have you been there for?
Like 12 years.
12 years. Okay, cool. Well, if it goes well, I'll move in. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh my gosh, here she comes. Why is that walk so intimidating? What's up, baby?
So, where is she?
Where is she?
So it's becoming a regular occurrence. Like, what is going on? I feel like I literally at a children's park now. I can't even take you anywhere.
I don't know. It's not my fault. She just walked up to me. She said she liked milk chocolate. I was like, okay, cool. What am I supposed to do with that information? I don't know.
She likes milk chocolate?
Yes.
What are you supposed to do with that information?
What am I supposed to do? Me too. I don't really like milk chocolate. I'm not a big fan.
So that just went completely over your head. I need you to get it together, Taj. We're at a kids park.
Okay, can you let go of my shirt at the kids park? We're not. Remember? Back up a little bit. You invaded my bubble.
Do you understand?
I understand.
Get it together. I need you to have a backbone or something. You need to start letting these.
Okay, you acting like I had milk chocolate to give her. I wasn't trying to give her no chocolate. What do I look like? The candy man? The ice cream man? This.
A lot of men see their friends going through divorce. See their families. See my dad. I see my uncle. Myself have gone through it. And when you look at it from that lens, once again, men are doing a simple cost-benefit analysis. Does this or will this benefit me in the long run? And for a lot of men with these modern women, the answer is no.
When Mr. Nice Guy finally realizes he has reached his breakthrough, that's the moment I like to call the epic moment. That's the moment he's going to stop bend over backwards for everyone who never bends over for him. That doesn't sound right, but you know what I mean. That's the moment he's going to stop chase validation. That's the moment he stops mistaking being agreeable for being respected. Now, understand it. The epic moment isn't about turning bitter or cruel or cold-hearted. It's about waking up. It's about boundaries. It's about self-respect. Now, the thing is, Mr. Nice Guy gets overlooked. Mr. Nice Guy gets used. But a good man is not Mr. Nice Guy. Good men get used too, don't get me wrong. But a good man in character, a good man is solid. He's kind, but he's not a pushover. Now, Mr. Nice Guy is a pushover. Mr. Nice Guy is a moose boy. Mr. Nice Guy is a yes man. Now, a good man is generous, but is not naive.
Man, listen. Last summer, one of my guy friends told me the best way to meet a man is to go out solo dolo. That's right, baby. One is a magical number. Here is part 2 on 5 places you can go to find a single man. Number 1, an after 5 networking. Get him before he goes home for Monday Night Football and Saturday Night Strip Club with the boys. On second thought, you might not want him. Number 2, the gym, baby. Prime time hours are before 7 a.m. and after 5 p.m., baby. My gym be smelling like Mary Jane Funk and Hinge. Number 3, the dog park, baby. Bring your dog or borrow somebody else. And let the dogs play while mama handles her business, okay? Number 4, a live sporting event, baby. I don't care if you don't know who's playing. Half the time, I don't. I just root for the cute guy, who whatever team he rooting for. Let's go, Miami Hornets! And finally, number 5, your guy friend's birthday party. Or his house party, because single black men attract other single men, okay? January has been a busy month for your professor. I done tested every single one of these concepts and it worked, baby. I didn't always get a good number, baby, but it worked. So did I get it right, fellas? Let me know in the comment.
Back
sex from a relationship and 90% of women have nothing to offer. Remove money and 90% of women will disappear. Honestly, he nailed it. Women today are useless, ran through, materialistic, and draining your wallet. You'd be better off flying to Thailand and becoming a passport bro because Western women, not worth it. Got your attention? Exactly. I am so tired of seeing posts like this that are strategically phrased to incite anger amongst all of you. I've watched my male following go from excited and eager about dating to completely turned off by it thanks to the toxic, addictive mindset that all women suck. Look, I get it. Some women suck. And I hear your frustrations about the norms we are trying to reverse. But I also know that there are amazing women who want masculine men and share your values. Posts like this are meant to fuel your rage and keep you hooked on an endless dopamine hit of validating your self-pity. I know the game, and if I wanted to, I could grow my following in a heartbeat by playing into it, but I'm not going to. I've watched my following shrink over the past year because I refuse to feed you hopelessness. This response couldn't have said it any better.
It is not his responsibility to make you happy. He can't. It's impossible. But it took me forever. Hard-headed, stubborn, because that romantic idea. And that's why I talk about checking the boxes. It's like, I did everything I was supposed to do. You get to have your dream. How come I'm not having mine? And that's because Will was doing what he wanted to do.
Yes, but you were implying that we want to get married, which is not true. Then why are you in a relationship? To waste your time? Then yeah, don't listen to my advice. But if you do want to get married, then implement my advice. Hello, my name is Carla, and restoring healthy mindsets is my thing. A lot of us women that are always speaking about relationships are getting criticized because the end goal is marriage, which it is true, because women like me date for marriage. We don't date just to get heartbroken and get traumatized. No. Women like me also understand the importance of letting someone have access to our energy. I repeat, not everyone deserves access to you. Why? Because that encourages disrespect and you are bound to get hurt. And honestly, speaking from a logical perspective, I don't see the benefit of going through so many struggles with one man if marriage isn't the goal. At least with marriage, you are sealed for life. You can have a prenup, you can make more money, you can establish an empire and make something out of nothing. While you're a girlfriend or boyfriend, that means nothing. Absolutely nothing. So ladies, please don't waste your time.
I just need a man in my life that just wants to be a man in my life. Just a man. Not my man. No benefits, no sugar, no nothing. You just want to be a man in my life. For what? So I can call you when I need air in my tires, which I've been needing for weeks. So I can call you when I need my car cleaned. My door is creaking in my house, so I can call you. Can you fix that for me, please? Can you bring this heavy-ass cat litter upstairs, please? A man I can depend on without you wanting to be my man. Because quite frankly, I'm good off of y'all. But men are great. Love men. It's a lot that a man can bring to a woman's life besides just providing. I don't even want no sugar. But if you want to give me sugar, baby, I'll take it. I'm literally just talking about a dependable man in my life that I can call when a girlie is in need. Tires is just getting lower and lower and lower. And I'm over here like, so you want me to go to the gas station and get change and put it in the air thing and then squat down by my tire and put air in? I'm too bad for that. So if you want to be a man in my life, a dependable source of masculinity, please.
I will never understand women who say they want to get married when they don't even have a boyfriend. What do you mean you want to get married? You don't even know who you're marrying. Marriage is literally saying, I want to spend the rest of my life with this specific person. So how can you already want it before that person even exists in your life? That just tells me you don't actually want the marriage. You want what marriage represents, the idea of it. It's the same conversation with children. When I was younger, I thought, I guess I'll probably have a family one day, but I never sat there thinking I want children. And my dad once said something to me that at the time sounded a bit silly. He said, there comes a point in a woman's life where when she feels safe, she's in love, and the relationship is stable, the maternal instinct naturally comes in. And he was right, because once my relationship with my boyfriend, who is now my husband, became solid, and I knew we'd be together forever, that's when the thought of having kids suddenly made sense. Before that, it just didn't. Because building a family, to me, only makes sense when you actually have the person you're building it with. Otherwise,
Otherwise, it's a dream based on what you think you should be doing, and you rush it without giving it enough thought of what you actually want.
You're asking questions and I'm responding with the real. Today's question is, why aren't men initiating conversation after they match with you on a dating site, and what can you do? So let's break it down. First, if he matched with you and then he went completely silent, he's either swiping out of boredom or ego, not serious really about dating, or he's overwhelmed by too many matches and not filtering well, or, which is unlikely, but maybe, he's waiting for you to show interest first. Here's what you don't do. Don't assume he's playing it cool. Don't double message or chase. And don't internalize it and think it's something about you. Instead, you have to understand the game. A man will follow up when genuinely interested, and if he doesn't, that's already valuable information. You can absolutely initiate because feminine energy invites and then gives a space for masculine energy to pursue, but do it from confidence, not from anxiety, because that's going to be felt. And try something really playful like, hey, whatever his name is, what caught your eye, or are you actually charming in real life as well? Keep it playful and light. See how he responds. And remember, your energy is actually the magnet. And if a man needs to be dragged into connection, he is not your match. Okay? So this shouldn't be a lot of work. This isn't dating advice. This is Return to Your Power. Thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to you soon.
You're losing your man by trying to treat him like he's your girlfriend, and you don't even realize it. Your man is not going to process things and react to your stories the same way your girlfriends do. That's just not the way men are wired. When you say, talk to me, what you actually mean is, respond to me the way I would, or the way my girlfriends would. And when he doesn't do that, you call him emotionally unavailable in the group chat. But that's not true. He just does not communicate the same way you do. But instead of understanding that and learning how to meet him where he is, you become passive aggressive and you start testing him emotionally. And then you get irritated when he pulls back. Look at it from his side. Just watch this. He comes to you with something simple, and now it's a whole back and forth. He has to explain his explanation. He has to explain his tone. And the constant having to explain becomes very tiring for men. So if that's the way he feels when he's talking to you, he's not going to chase a conversation with you. Men do not want to decode moods. They want things to be clear. Men love simple. He does not want to guess what's wrong and get it wrong. He just wants you to say it straight so he can deal with it and move on from it. Because the more he has to figure you out, the less he's going to deal with you.
My name is Casey and I make mostly videos for lesbians, but sometimes I answer your dating and relationship questions. I got a question today that I'm going to do my best to answer as kindly and honestly as possible. So here's a question. I have a lot of trouble getting a woman to date. Why is it that women will talk to other women and hang out together, but they never want to do this with a man? Okay, I'm lesbian, so we're not going to approach this from my perspective. We're going to approach this from the perspective of a straight or bisexual woman. Why would a straight or bisexual woman feel more comfortable spending time with women than spending time with a man? And the answer is, it's not all men, but it's almost always a man who will overstep a woman's boundaries, not take no for an answer, who will try to use kindness as currency, expecting something in return. And so there's a reason that women have learned that it is safer to choose a bear in the woods than a man. Don't be like those men. If you want women to want to spend time with you, don't use kindness as currency. Don't expect things in return. Just be a decent human being and respect her boundaries. Take no for an answer. And also recognize that if she doesn't want to spend time with you, that's okay too. She has agency and she should get to choose. So if you want to know why women don't want to spend time with men, it's because women have learned over time that it's not always safe. And if you want to be a man that women want to be around, do better, do differently.
Gen Z men will never be breadwinners, so why do so many want traditional wives? You've likely already came across the report that showed almost a third of Gen Z men believe that a wife should obey her husband, which really shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone considering how often the so-called traditional gender roles are brought up these days, whether online or in the political arena. And here's another interesting statistic from the very same study. Gen Z men are the most likely demographic group across all ages and genders to agree that successful women are more attractive to men. If you try to stitch together an ideal partner based on what some Gen Z men say they want, you would likely end up with quite a peculiar hybrid. A woman who is ambitious and professionally accomplished, enjoying the freedoms won by the women's rights movement in public life, yet still willing to stick to all gender roles at home. This contradiction is also caused by the fact that men, especially young men, can't even fulfill their end of the traditional gender bargain anymore. That bargain did grant men authority in the household, sure, but in exchange for their ability to provide. And most young men today can't do that and most likely will never be able to do so, considering how everything's going. So actually, in a relationship where both partners work and both partners contribute financially, it's often the women who do more of the providing, since they contribute through both paid labor as well as the unpaid care and emotional labor that keeps everything running. I've also just published an essay with more of my thoughts on this topic, so if you enjoyed this video and want to know more, the link to read it is in my profile.
Men, where are all the good men at? You might go to a club. How come the men ain't at the club? How come the men are acting in this way? Because you said that you didn't want a man in your face. Well, that didn't mean that they didn't have to come. I'm not going to come somewhere that you're going to be acting a fool and all up in my face talking crazy. Or even putting your phone up to record me and act like I did something wrong just because I approached you. Are you serious?